Right, guys, I want to talk to you today about getting yourself ahead in life. Okay? One of the most underused tools that people who struggle with success, people who struggle to gain a certain level of success, the most underused tool they don't seem to use is their eyes. Okay? You need to learn to position yourself in the right place and do the right things. The way you learn to position yourself in the right place and do the right things, there's only one way to do that, is you learn from other people's mistakes, people that have already been there. If you learn from their mistakes, it puts you in the right place at the right time, and always do the right things. I'll give an example. I always work on using my moral compass. Okay, when I say my moral compass, your moral compass is everybody knows when they're doing wrong from right. You know if you're doing something wrong or if you're doing something right. When you're about to go and steal something or about to try and cheat somebody out of something, you know you're doing something wrong, or you're cheating on your girlfriend, you know you're doing something wrong. However, a load of people don't follow that moral compass. You need to learn to follow your moral compass to get ahead in life. I'll give you just an example of something that's happened to me growing up. Okay, how I learned to watch other people's mistakes to help get myself ahead in life. Growing up, my dad had a fleet of cars, and nobody was ever really given a car within my family. You had to borrow one of the cars. Okay, and I learned this is all my brothers would always ask my mom and dad, "Oh, can we borrow a car?" And they'd borrow the car, and my mom and dad would tell them, "Right, be back home for 6 or 7 before it's dark. I want to see you in the house latest 7 o'clock." What would my brothers do? They'd go partying and they wouldn't come back till 10 or 12 at night. Okay, so I learned from that and I saw what happens. I saw the repercussions of what happened to them. Okay, most of the time they got grounded and they got banned from using any of the cars. Okay, so I saw this happen on many occasions, many stages. Bear in mind, I'm the youngest child of a family of five. Okay, so I've seen this happen at least 5 times, at least 4 times, sorry. Okay, when I came of age and started driving, I learned, yeah, follow your moral compass. Your dad tells you to do something, your mom tells you to do something, you follow in accordance. Okay, so when it was my turn to get a car, or to borrow a car to go out, my dad would say, "Les, make sure you're back by 6." Yeah, no problem, Dad. I'll be back by 6. Guess what? I was back by 3 or 4. Yeah, I was just building the confidence in him, letting him know he's able to trust me. Every time I went out, I came back before the time he stipulated I was to come back. So he began to trust me. My mom and dad began to trust me. They knew they could trust me with their asset, which was a car. Okay. A few before I knew it, because I was so trustworthy, my dad no longer placed any stipulations on me on what time I came back. However, I still came back on time. Yeah, the odd occasion, if I was at a party that went a bit longer than was necessary, I stayed out a bit longer. But the stipulation wasn't there. My dad hadn't placed a stipulation on what time I come back. But if he had placed stipulation on what time I come back, I always came back before that time, just to build the trust. And that's an example you can use and you can take into business as well. Okay, you can use that, take it into business. Follow your moral compass. You know when you're doing right from wrong. If somebody else has made a mistake and you've seen how they made the mistake, don't follow their path of making that mistake. Try and rectify it, and make sure you don't go along the path of making the same mistakes other people have. Use this. Okay, use your eyes, watch other people's mistakes, and steer clear from their mistakes. Thanks.